Well, hello again, Wiley for Zero. I'm here again, and hopefully you've had a good week and have learned a lot and gamed a lot. This is assignment number 2, and I'm doing mine on section 3 on assignment number 10, graphic bit by bit graphics. So, yeah, here we go. This is talking about the color theory and what it means for RGB and growing up as a kid, I always knew what RGB was, or I know that I needed to have it, but I never, I guess, really knew exactly what it was. It stands for red, green, and blue, the three primitive colors of the electronic, either a screen, a camera, or even sometimes a camera, or mainly a television or computer screen. And all these, the red, green, and blue, are put together to create these images that appear on the screen, and all the different lights and everything's mixed together from these three main colors to make an array of colors. So that's what RGB stands for, and it is a large component of our screens today and even our gaming systems. So, as you know, computers have memory storage that helps out with the screens, at least in my understanding. And how RGB is measured is through these bits, and it actually has a range. Each bit has a range from 0 to 250, and I believe 250 is the highest amount of numbers that this RGB can combine to create that many colors. And it's measured given per byte. So each color gets either a 0 for 0 intensity of light or 255 most intensity of light, and that is how RGB is measured. So color depth is the next area of discussion, and this has a specific thing talking about a specific thing on the monitor that represents the color it supports. And I'll read you a quote from computerhope.com. It says, quote, color depth refers to the number of bits per pixel on a computer monitor to represent a specific color, end quote. So that pretty much sums it up right there. And I believe most modern TVs and televisions, it says, it uses about a 32-bit, whereas back in the day it was only one, and that was your black and white TVs and gray sort of things. And most recently modern is the 32, and that's your high definition. And I believe it also mentions that they've come out with a 42-bit for home and business. So you can see the progression we've made from 1 bit to 32-bit, and from the black and white to the color TVs. So that's color depth. So the last discussion I want to talk about is a thing called an alpha channel, and to my understanding, this is something that helps out with the transparency of graphics, and certain channels use and help with these graphics. You know, you got your 3D graphics, things that you see on the screen, you know, my hands that move, or these would be even more enhanced and specific as far as, you know, even the 3D stuff. But this just helps save, these alpha channels help save this selection that you can choose for your transparency for the images, and really helps out just with a more sharp, I guess you could say, for the graphics and the transparency. And that is an alpha channel.